Alright everyone, welcome back again to more Muv-Luv Alternative. We're already on like what, part 47 I believe? This is going to be the 47th video of this game so far, and I gotta say, we made it quite far. And we made so much progress already, and as of this moment, this particular episode, I gotta say, it's very melancholic, and I enjoy the quiet aspects of it, if you will. And y'all know what I mean once you see it, but otherwise, it's very insightful, and I enjoyed it for what it was. So, if anything else, guys, I hope you all continue to enjoy. Thank you guys for your love and support, and let's see this all through. Ugh. This isn't going to be easy to explain, but oh well, I guess. Well, like the captain, I'm still fighting to protect the Earth and all of mankind. That much hasn't changed. But in my case, with the 12-5 incident and everything that came afterwards, it became pretty obvious that that wasn't going to be enough. So now, I found a long-term goal to work towards even after we win this war, and a tangible short-term motive as well.
人類の勝利の先にあるものか。どのようなことだ?
Well, this might be a little vague, but basically, I want to fix everything I've broken and regain the things I once held dear. There's no way that's going to be enough to convey the message to her, but I can't go into any more detail.
では、そなたが戦う身近な理由は何だ?
Remember that girl I told you about before, the one who was involved in my special mission?
ああ、あの時はすまなかった。許すがよい。
It's fine, dude. I'm not even upset about it. Besides, I'm gonna meet her soon enough anyway. Basically, completing that special mission is my short-term objective.
なるほど。
I just can't go into any details at the moment.
当然であろう。気にするでない。
Still, I'm sorry.
特殊任務を達成し、人類を救い、壊してしまったもの、失われてしまった大切なものを取り戻すか。
Yep, you're very on point. Yep.
よくわからぬが、そなたらしいスケールの大きさだな。
Just you wait and see. I'm not just all talk.
頼もしいな。そなたにこれ以上遅れを取らぬよう、私も早く見つけないとな。
Alright, then I'm gonna work my ass off to make sure I never fall behind the rest of you either.
さて、長居してしまったな。そうだ、そなたに伝えておくことがあった。
Oh yeah?
実は先ほど、神宮寺軍曹の墓標を正面ゲートの桜並木に移したのだ。
Huh?
軍曹一人では寂しいであろうと皆で話し合ってな。
Gotcha. Well, thanks for telling me, because I was planning on visiting her right after this.
そなたならそうするであろうと思ったのでな。
Thanks again.
ではな。
I hope what I told Maya might help her find her own personal reason. But for now, I guess all that matters is that she's moving forward.
待て、どこ行く?
ん?
いくらなんでも素通りはないだろ? 外出許可証。
That's you guys again. From the entrance.
お前は確か。
Oh, hey, it's you guys again.
お前、白金かけるか? バカ、おい。失礼しました、少尉殿。
Nah, it's all good. Don't sweat it.
ですが。
We're not supposed to salute in my unit, so I'd actually prefer it if you just act casual. Here's my ID.
A01 部隊。あんた、副司令直轄部隊の人間だったのか。
Kinda, yeah. I don't want to bother telling them a whole story, so I'll just pretend I've been there from the start.
しかしまあ、なるほどな。
ん?
いや、あの時、取り押さえるのに手こずるのも仕方ないって納得したんだよ。
Oh yeah, I remember he hit me in the gut with the butt of his rifle.
あの時はすまなかった。
Don't worry about it. You were just doing your job.
そっか、そう言ってもらえると助かる。
まあ、俺は最初からただものじゃないと思ってたけどな。
お前調子いいこと言ってんじゃねえよ。
01ってことはあんたも佐渡島行ったんだろう。お疲れさん。よく無事に戻ったな。
Huh? Wait, how do you know that? I thought it was supposed to be a secret that we were a part of that.
細かいことは知らんが、さすがに部隊の出撃までは同じ基地にいて隠せるもんじゃないさ。
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
それに俺ら歩兵は戦術機適正で跳ねられた口だからな。
Huh?
悔しいが、戦術機構部隊の動きはどうしても気になっちまうんだよ、少尉。
So these guys wanted to be surface pilots too, huh?
戦術機でベータの野郎をぶっ殺せるなんてまったく羨ましいぜ。
ああ、まったくだ。俺たちはいつも見送る側だしな。
On one hand, I consider you two very fortunate that you don't have to go through what we're going through, but, I mean, who's to say, right? Come to think of it, most of the foreigners we have here on base were driven out of their own countries by the beta, weren't they? I can only imagine they all wished they were fighting on the front lines to take back their homelands, just like the Finnish surface pilot. Well, this might not be of much consolation, but it actually helps us knowing a lot that you guys are here. It's easier to fight because we know we can always count on you guys being here, guarding the base and giving us backup when we need it. I don't think there's a single surface pilot out there who thinks we're doing all the fighting ourselves. At the very least, nobody in A01 feels that way. Maybe that sentiment doesn't mean much to them, but I still wanted to say it. Even if we're fighting for different reasons, or we were born in different countries, of different worlds, even, we're still in this thing together.
言ってくれるじゃねえか、白金たける。
月並みな言葉だが嬉しいぜ、少尉殿。
Wait, really?
俺たちの分も頑張ってくれよ、白金少尉。
だが死ぬんじゃねえぞ。こうして知り合ったのもなんかの縁だ。顔見知りが減るのは寂しいからな。
Thanks. I appreciate that.
だからってここが顔パスになるわけじゃないからな。
その ID なら外出許可証はいらないが、素通りは勘弁してくれよ。
Understood. I mean, if you know my face, I don't need to show you guys my ID anymore.
こればっかりは規則だからな。悪く思うなよ。
I'm just saying, you know. I've heard that line before.
邪魔したな、少尉。さあ、行った行った。
See you guys. I think I hear some voices over there. I knew it. It's Lieutenant Hayase and the others.
あら、白金。
なんだ、貴様一人か？
Yeah, the EXO wanted to talk to me, so the others came by earlier without me.
そう、ご苦労様。疲れているのに大変だったわね。
You guys here to see the sergeant too?
榊少尉たちが軍曹の墓標をここに移してくれたって言うんで、美月と来てみたら、宗像中尉と風間少尉がいたのよ。
私たちはちょうど帰ろうとしていたところだったの。
Oh, gotcha. I thought you got in our hand. Pardon me, Lieutenant, but what's that you're holding?
あ、これバイオリンのケースよ。
Wait, you play the violin?
ええ、まあ少しくらいはね。
まだまだ謙遜しちゃって。すっごくうまいわよ。
Wow, I had no idea.
それほどでもないのよ。注意は大げさだからね。
Lieutenant Kazuma, playing the violin. Yep, I can totally picture that.
なんだ白金、トウコのバイオリン聞いたことなかったのか？
No, I haven't.
白金少尉が知らないのも無理ないわね。舞台に来てまだ10日だもの。
このところ皆さんの前で弾かせていただく機会もあまりありませんでしたからね。
There's not much in the way of entertainment in this world, but I guess the fine arts are still alive at least. I can see why that sort of thing would be important in a world where a constant oppressive companion.
たまに大尉の部屋に呼ばれて弾いてたわよね。はるかも聞きに行ってたじゃない。 懐かしいね。
Wow, the captain liked classical music?
あんた何言ってんの？大尉のご両親は日本を代表する音楽家じゃない。
お父様が指揮者でお母様がフルート奏者なんだよ。
Wow, really? I had no idea.
あんたね、戦うこと以外にも少しは目を向けた方がいいわよ。
Excuse me. She's the last person I'd ever expect to hear that from.
年明けにタイのお父様が指揮される帝都交響楽団のコンサートがあるのよ。
私、大尉にお願いしてそのコンサートにお供させていただく予定だったの。
Oh, so that's what the captain meant in her last message to her. She was telling her to go with someone else.
でもこんなことになってしまったから。
タイもコンサートを楽しみにしていたわね。
せめてその代わりにと前に大尉が褒めてくださったクロイツェルソナタをお聞かせしていたのよ。
That sounds nice. I don't think I'm familiar with that piece. I wish I could have heard her play it.
ちなみにラフマニノフよ。
Alright, Miss Know-It-All. Oh, okay. Didn't know you were so well versed, Lieutenant. Man, she's just full of surprises today. Make him feel like an uncultured swine over here.
信じるな白金。クロイツェルソナタはベートーベンだ。
And to think I was actually impressed for a second there. Now I feel like an even more of a jackass.
間違えちゃった。
It's not a mix-up if you didn't know in the first place. Hey, Lieutenant. Is everything okay? You're acting a little strange.
あのね、ここに来る前に少しお酒を飲んでたから、これでもだいぶ落ち着いたんだけど。
That's her sober. Huh.
早瀬注意はお酒に弱いのよ。
弱いくせに何かあると飲みたがるんだ。
宗方、なんか文句あんの？
って白金が言ってます。
I didn't even say anything. Okay, yeah, I saw that coming this time. Ah, I just said it wasn't me.
始まってしまいましたね。
うん、そうだね。
白がね、分かってるって。こいつはいっつもそうなのよ。
And yet you still grab me. Oh.
あんたは宗方のことどう思ってるか知らないけどさ。
Man, Lieutenant Hayase is a total blabbermouth when she drinks.
こいつはね、クールで奔放なふりしてるけど、意外にロマンチックなのよ。
What? Lieutenant Munakata are romantic? There's no friggin' way.
白金、信じるな。その人はシュランだ。
ああ、そう。言っちゃおうかな。バラしちゃおうかな。
わかりました。自分で言いますから結構です。
もう聞いた？ああいうのどう思う？可愛げないでしょ。
I don't really think I'm in any position to comment.
白金も聞きたいってさ。さっさと言っちゃいなさいよ。3、2、1、はい。
実はな、白金。
Yes?
早瀬注意と鈴宮注意は同じ男を競ってるんだ。
Wait, what? Alright, because she and the other girl are from Rumble Hearts, right? Or, what's the Japanese title? Kimi ga nozomu Ian? Ian? Close. These two are after the same dude? I can see First Lieutenant Hayase being up for that kind of challenge, but First Lieutenant Suzumiya?
おさくさまぎれに何バラしてんのよ。自分の話しなさいよ。自分の話。
先手必勝ですから。ストームヴァンガードのお株を奪ってみました。
なんですって？
Is she trying to get a rise out of her? Remind me never to get on Lieutenant Munakata's bad side.
どうぞバラして結構ですよ。注意たちよりインパクトのない話ですけど。
And she's cunning as hell too. After all this goading, Lieutenant Hayase won't even want to say whatever it is.
ぬかったわ。
Now what? There's no way Lieutenant Hayase can make a comeback when she's this drunk.
ミサエさんはね、両思いでありながら お互い好きだとも告げずに出兵された方を今も思い続けているのよ。
Oh, in this version, huh? What? That doesn't sound like her at all.
トーコ、お前が寝返ったか。
寝返るなんて人聞きの悪い。私は大尉のお言葉に従い、新任少尉が上官お二人に持つ印象のバランスを取っただけです。
風間、ナイスシーンよ。
あのね、周囲が自分を遊び人風に見せているのは変わり者だって印象をつけて男の人を近づけないようにしてるの。
For real? Whoa, did I just say for real? Feels like I haven't said that in forever. Guess that just goes to show how shocked I was.
鈴宮注意。
Well, I mean, that's fine, but what if there are dudes out there that like that and keep, you know, being persistent with her now because they're interested in her kind of, or her way of being defensive?
コマンドポストに攻撃したらこうなることは分かってたはずだよね。
誤爆ですから。
次はちゃんと狙ってね。
Is it just me, or is Lieutenant Suzumiya mad as hell? Her expression hasn't really changed, but I do remember the captain saying she's not the kind of person you want to piss off.
詳しく説明すると、宗像は京都の出身でさ、陸軍高等学校の時に2歳年上の男とプラトニックな関係になったわけ。
Looks like Lieutenant Hayase is just going completely on the offensive now.
だけどまあ、半年も経たないうちにその男は卒業して即徴兵で訓練学校行きになったのよ。
I like how I didn't ask for any of this. I just wanted to visit, you know, Jinguji's grave just to visit her and see how she's doing, and now they're just giving me all of their life stories, especially their love life.
ここからが泣ける話でさ、その男が出征前の一時帰郷で戻ってきた時よ。普通だったらそこで告白するじゃない？
Then what happened next, Hayase? Huh? Well, I mean...
だってもう二度と会えないかもしれないのよ。文学的表現で言えば体を重ねたりしちゃってもおかしくないじゃない？
Sure, yeah, I can see that.
でもね、何にもないまま普通に2日が過ぎて、最後の日にその男が宗像に言ったんだって。お前の一番好きな景色を見せてくれ。俺はそれをふるさとの景色と心に刻んで大陸で戦う。だって。
I mean, that in itself is a nice gesture. It's not inherently bad, but I get what she's trying to do.
それで宗像、一番好きな嵐山に連れて行って燃えるような紅葉を2人で何時間も見てから、
I mean, I think that's nice.
手すら繋がないまま駅でその男を見送ったんだって。
She's just trying to piss her off. This is pretty complicated, actually. I can kind of understand how he must have felt when he asked Lieutenant Munakata to show him a place she loved before he was deployed to the Asian front. Sure, the average person might consider it normal for a couple to want to express their feelings to each other before saying goodbye. Maybe the reason he didn't was because he didn't know whether he'd survive out there on the front lines. Yeah, that's true. I'm guessing his personal motivation for fighting was to protect his homeland and Lieutenant Munakata. And perhaps Lieutenant Munakata's personal motivation comes from the thought of being able to see him again one day.
その翌年だよ。ベータが九州に上陸したのは。
Huh. If that's the case, then whatever view she might have shown him back then no longer exists. And chances are, he's long gone too. I hope not. The battle on the mainland was already a lost cause by then.
どうしてその時宗像の手の一つも繋いでやらなかったのよ。
Yeah, well, shaking me isn't gonna help, Hayase. Huh. It's not my fault he didn't.
あんた宗像の気持ち分かってんの？かっこつけんじゃないわよ。
Okay, look, I'm not the guy in question.
こうなるから早瀬中尉が酒を飲んだ席でこの話はしたくないんだ。
Huh?
早瀬中尉たちが競っている方もだいぶ奥手みたいなの。だからこの話になるといつもこうなってしまうのよ。
Because it reminds her of her own actions, or inaction, so to speak. Wow, I guess Lieutenant Hayase has got it pretty rough too.
トウコ、お前が余計なことを言うから。
私としては白金少尉から見てミサイさんの印象が低いと思ったのでバランスをとってみたつもりなんですけど。
I love her speech of, keeping the balance. You're kidding, right?
白金、ちなみにその男まだ生きてるぞ。
Huh?
ベータの日本侵攻当時負傷して内地総監だったことが幸いしてな。今は九州の前線にいる。
I see.
だからそいつを九州から呼べって言ってんのよ。
Okay, seriously, stop!
鈴宮注意。あとはお願いします。私は旗色が悪いので撤退します。
じゃあまた明日ね。
おやすみなさい。
ほら逃げるな宗方。
はいはいわかったから。
For two women fighting over the same guy, they still seem awfully close. I can't imagine that happening in my world. The dents. I guess it might be more normal here since there aren't a lot of men left in this world. After all, the captain was competing with her 3 sisters over the same guy too.
ごめんなさいね。びっくりしたでしょ。
Yeah, you can say that again.
女の子ばっかりの舞台だったから恋愛関係の話は結構あけすけなのよ。
I guess I can understand that. It's kind of like an all-girls boarding school. Okay, but I'm a guy. Are you sure it's cool for me to hear all this?
いいのよ、減るもんじゃないし。
命を預け合う仲間なんだからお互いをより知っておくのは悪いことじゃないでしょ。
Man, I'm still impressed by how open they are about everything. Nobody batted an eye when they told me about First Lieutenant Suzumiya's legs either.
だからって別に無理に話す必要はないのよ。
Right, I figured.
例えば風間なんかは隙がなくてさ、その手の話が全く出てこないのよ。
Yeah, I can see that.
だからって誰もそれを責めたりしないわ。
私とはるかの場合は自分たちに対する戒めとして公言しているところがあるわね。
うん、そうだね。
What do you mean?
任務に私情は挟まないけど私たちだって人間だからこの関係を続けていてトラブルにならないなんて言い切れないでしょ。
でもそれはオルタネイティブ4の実動部隊内において万が一にも許されることじゃないわ。
Man, I look back on it now and their anime, their series was so tough to watch. That was like so dramatic. I remember when I first started watching that. Oh, I struggled with like the last few episodes that were left because it was so heart-wrenching.
そのことが不安要素であると判断されれば上の人間が私たちを排除するわ。簡単なことよ。
それに公言していればさすがに滅多なことはできないし、そういう目で見られると思えばより厳しく自分を律することができるでしょ。
I get it. So basically, it's their way of keeping their personal lives separate from their professional ones. But isn't it hard on you guys to keep that up? I can't imagine it's enjoyable. Telling everyone might backfire if it makes you more comfortable having an open rivalry. Keeping your emotions completely in check is no simple task.
確かにそうだけど、人を好きでい続けることってその苦労をする以上の価値は十分あるって思うよ。
I wonder if this is a foreshadowing of things to come where like Shirogane might start to develop feelings for Meiya because of the returning memories of his previous loop, if you will. Or even if it isn't him, it's gonna be between Meiya and Sumika all over again, kind of like an extra.
そうだね。やりたいことを一つ叶えるにはやりたくないことを10も20もやって結果を出さなきゃならないでしょ。
Well, you're not wrong about that, Suzumiya.
それを苦労って感じてしまったら私にはそれを叶える資格がないってことなんだと思うの。
It sounds like they're constantly reassuring themselves that their feelings for this guy really are worth all the hassle and heartache. Having someone in your heart is more than worth the trouble, huh? You know, I actually had a chat with the captain about this sort of thing too.
へえ。
It started off as a big misunderstanding, but eventually we started opening up to each other a bit. Talk about our personal reasons for fighting and stuff.
ああ、仲間のために戦うって話ね。じゃあそこから大尉の好きな人の話も聞いたんだ。
Yeah.
大尉は私たちのはるか上を行ってたからね。しかも姉妹でしょ。その道の大家よ。
私たちも前はよく相談に乗ってもらったのよ。
Yeah, I did the same. By the end of our conversation, I was spilling my guts to her too.
それはどんな話？
Nice try. I guess he's gonna open up too. That I've been fighting to save humanity and nothing more. And after the 12-5 incident and the Sergeant Jinguji's death, I kinda ran into a brick wall. But after seeing so many people suffer because of me, I couldn't stand being that way anymore. I didn't understand anything about the people around me until after that. I mean, even then, I was still pretty clueless at first. You and Maya really let me have it, Lieutenant Hayase. I guess that's what it took for me to really get the picture. But after that, I found a way more personal reason to fight and finally discovered the resolve I've been lacking before. Still, a part of me felt kind of guilty for having to rely on such a selfish source of motivation. But after I talked it over with the captain, I felt a lot better knowing someone as incredible as her had a personal reason to fight as well. Right before the Susanoo blew up, I had the chance to talk with her. And she told me the only thing on her mind was her family and the man she loved. When she sacrificed herself, she managed to fulfill her mission and her personal desires at the same time. Sergeant Jinguji and Kashiwagi weren't any different. They fought with both the big picture and their own small motives in mind. You guys and Second Lieutenant Tsuzumi are doing the same thing, and now everyone from my O training unit is starting to as well. I'm just mad that it took me so long to figure out something so obvious. If I'd known all of this when I first met Captain Isumi, I could have learned a hell of a lot more from her. The captain helped me realize that I need to keep moving forward, and I'm going to make sure I never feel that same regret again.
そうか。よかったわね、シロがね。
Sorry guys, I didn't mean to ramble on about myself like that.
いいのよ。タイも絶対喜んでいるわ。
あんたもやっと兵士としての弔いが板についてきたんじゃないの？
Well, I sure hope so. Would really prefer not to get sucker punched again.
しかしまあ、三剣にも殴られてたなんてね。
なんかしたの？
I didn't tell them I was going on the solo mission, and they all knew how badly I lost my shit after Sergeant Jinguji's death.
そりゃ殴られて当然よ。任務が秘密であっても安心させてから行くことはできたはずだからね。
She hit me 3 times actually. Once for going off without telling anyone, once for worrying everyone sick, and then a 3rd time as thanks for coming home safe.
そうか。
いい仲間を持ったわね。
Oh yeah. Wonderful. Yeah, I do.
そういう仲間は貴重だ。大切にしなさいよ。
You know, she's kind of struggling to find her own source of motivation right now too.
なあ、事情は知ってるわ。
So I was thinking that maybe I could use what I've learned from her and the captain to repay her somehow.
そう。
Everyone else in our squad managed to find personal goals of their own, but she's a lot more by the books than them.
そうでもないわよ。あんたの同期の連中、結構素直に人を頼っていたわよ。
Huh?
榊は主に大尉に、鎧は宗方に、玉瀬は風間、早峰は大尉と宗方半々って感じだったわよ。
Interesting. So they all went to their senior officers for advice. Sounds like nobody went to you for help, huh?
そういえば。
Wait, that was supposed to be a joke. I didn't mean for her to take that seriously.
そんなことないよ。美月がそれを知ってるってことは、風間少尉や宗方中尉が頼ってるってことだよ。そういう意味では、大尉だって美月を頼りにしているところがあったんだから。あ、茜を忘れてた。
なんか慰められているみたいで、いまいち腑に落ちないわ。
Hey, I'm happy to ask for your help too.
あんたは別にいいわ。
Well, screw you. Ice code.
こうなったら、不動票の三剣を取り込むしかなさそうね。
Here she goes again. She's gotta make everything a contest, doesn't she?
白がね、やっぱりあんた、私を頼っていいわよ。いや、頼りなさい。
Ah, sure.
三剣は多分、あんたの言葉なら素直に聞くと思うわ。
Huh? The Shogun said something really similar to me once. That was after we spent a lot of time talking about Maya, though. Lieutenant Hayase must have been paying really close attention to have noticed the same thing.
三剣はあんたを頼る。あんたは私を頼る。どう？これで最大派閥よ。
Oh, yeah. Of course. Purely selfish.
三剣だけじゃないわ。白金の同期はみんなあんたに一目置いている。あらら、困ったわ。全員に頼られることになっちゃう。
I mean, if you got a dream, dream big, Lieutenant. Okay, this is getting kind of sad now.
冗談よ。
Nah, I'm pretty sure you were being serious.
白金、あんたをストームヴァンガード1に任命するわ。
Huh? Where the hell did that come from?
私は部隊長になったから、ガンインターセプターライトに下がらなきゃならないでしょ。あんたに P 小隊を任せる。
She's making me a flight commander?
明日の訓練前に発表しようと思ったんだけど、まあ本人には先に知らせるものだからね。
私たちはそのことを軍曹と大尉に報告しに来たんだよ。
That was a hell of a segue, by the way. Huh? That's what they came here for? But Lieutenant Munakata was third in command. Shouldn't she be?
白金少尉、これはね、宗像中尉の進言もあってのことなのよ。
What? Why would she do that?
次の作戦まで2週間、欠員の補充があってもなくても、基本的に今残っている人員を軸に隊を再編するしかない。
Ah, that's true. They're not wrong. They might send us fresh recruits or service pilots from other units, but we'll have no idea what they'll be capable of, so I guess this is the only way.
おのおのを不慣れなポジションに移すことは今以上の戦力低下につながるわ。それは得策じゃない。白金は実際に中尉に昇進したわけじゃないから、部下の管理に必要な教育を受けてはいない。そのことが不安なのはわかる。
Exactly. That's the part I'm not sure I can handle. If we're talking about combat, I'm pretty confident I can handle just about anything. And I was a flight commander in the previous timeline, so I technically know the kinds of duties a leader is expected to perform. But I was really just a figurehead leader of a security force sitting around in the rear back then. That experience isn't going to help me in the slightest now. Not to mention, the reason everyone has such high hopes for me is because of stuff that Yuko-sensei just made up.
だけど心配いらないわよ。
Huh?
あんたにそんな不慣れな仕事をやらせるつもりはないわ。それこそ大幅な戦力低下につながるってことぐらい重々承知しているわよ。少尉としての扱いが変わるわけじゃないから安心して。実務レベルであんたがやることは今までと何も変わらないわ。まああんたが小隊長としてのスキルを実戦で磨くのは勝手よ。そうなってくれることはこっちも大歓迎だし。小隊長なんて私でもやってこれたぐらいだから、あんたなら大丈夫だと思うけどね。正直言うとこの配置はあくまで戦闘時の統制を最優先に考えての緊急対処なのよ。
A promotion was the last thing I ever expected to get right now.
あんたなら副司令から聞いてると思うけど、次の作戦は絶対に失敗できない。
She's right. Otherwise, we won't be able to take on the original hive.
A01 部隊に求められているのは戦場での結果なのよ。だからあんたが必要なの。
If she's got that much confidence in me, I've got no reason to be afraid. I gotta just go for it before I start overthinking things. Understood. I'd be honored to accept the position.
そう来なくっちゃね。副司令には内諾もらってる話だから。
Okay.
私が A 小隊に移って BC 小隊は3期編成。明日のシミュレーター訓練からそれで行くからね。
Understood.
明日からあんたのコールはバルキリー2よ。間違いないで。
Lieutenant Hayase has taken over the captain's call sign of Valkyrie 1, so I'll be taking her place as Valkyrie 2. I feel like that carries a lot of weight symbolically.
おめでとう少尉。頑張ってね。
Thank you.
神宮寺軍曹も喜んでいると思うよ。
God, it's gonna be weird being being called lieutenant now. Okay. Yeah, maybe so.
私たちはそろそろ戻るわ。軍曹にゆっくり挨拶しなさい。 大尉たちにも報告するのよ。
Hold on a second.
何？
Can I ask you two something?
何？
Can I ask each of you what your personal reasons for fighting are?
なーに？わざわざ頼ってるふりしてくれなくてもいいわよ。
I'm not forcing myself. I really want to know. I think it might help me.
身近な理由か。
多分私もはるかも似たようなものだよ。
うん、そうだね。
ベータを全滅させて戦いのない世界になったらじっくりと決着をつける。
私と美月との決着ね。
そういうこと。
Well, if it's different from what I've seen in your previous incarnations, then I think you're all for the better. I don't know. Although you might experience some more hardships, who's to say? Looks like I was right. I sort of assumed as much. Thank you for sharing.
参考になった？
あんたも三剣もあんまり堅苦しく考えなくていいんじゃない？
Yeah, I know.
自分が戦える理由ならその大きさなんて関係ないよ。人と比べるものじゃないと思う。
そうそう。風間は確か音楽という人類の遺産を後世に残すだかなんだか。
Wow. Sounds like Lieutenant Kazuma has some serious ambitious goals.
宗像中尉はあの風景を取り戻すためって言ってたよ。
あいつのことだからそこで正式に告白するつもりなんじゃないの？ロマンティストだし。
Man, I don't know. I still have a hard time picturing her doing something as sentimental as that. Lieutenant Kazuma maybe, but not Munakata. Maybe Munakata just wants to regain the home she lost, or maybe Lieutenant Hayase is right on the money. Either way, it sounds like a damn good reason to fight. First Lieutenant Suzumiya was right. It doesn't matter what kind of motives you have. It isn't something you need to compare yourself to others over. Thanks so much, both of you. Sorry I kept you guys so long.
もう大丈夫？聞きたいことはない？
Nope, I'm good.
明日の午前は気分転換に基礎訓練をするわ。シミュレーター訓練は午後から。いいわね。
Got it.
いろいろとよろしく頼むわよ。
Thanks, I'll be counting on you for help.
おやすみなさい。
Good night. Ooh, that was quite the conversation we had. I feel like I have so much to tell everyone now. Sergeant Jinguji, Captain Isumi, Kashiwagi. This might take all night, but I hope you'll be patient with me.
今日のシミュレーター訓練で明らかになった問題点だけど、やっぱり玉瀬の負担が大きいわ。
すみません。
あんたは謝らないで。右翼左翼で構成される基本フォーメーションの維持にこだわりすぎた私に原因があるのよ。
Now that Kashiwagi's gone, we only have one impact guard. Poor Tama's having to cover both wings at the same time. And the more targets that she's let slip through, the harder it makes things for Class Rep and Suzumiya.
さっき宗像と話した結果、明日は B 小隊の配置を少しいじってみることにした。早峰、三剣の2トップ、トップ下白金だった逆三角配置を白金のワントップに変えてみようと思ってる。そうなればストームヴァンガードがくさび型になるから玉瀬も対処しやすくなるはずよ。それで解決できなければブラストガードの主兵装を支援ライフルに換装するしかない。
So basically, we'd be giving Lieutenant Kazuma Mikoto's assault cannons longer barrels to make them more effective as snipers.
風間と鎧はそのつもりで準備して。みんないいわね。はい。
Ma'am. I know it's an option, but it's seriously gonna hinder our unit in close quarters combat.
あとね、新任連中に言っておくけど S11 の起爆タイミング、自決が速くて爆破が遅い。自決は味方を巻き込まない。反応炉爆破は迅速に。鈴宮、理由は？
自決の場合、効率よく背部にダメージを与えるため、生存機は可能な限り広範囲に分散して行うべきだからです。爆破の場合、敵反応炉の破壊が 味方の生存に優先するからです。
違う。味方の生存だけじゃない。全てに優先するのよ。反応炉の破壊が最優先。いいわね。
はい。
Ma'am.
最後に、みんなよくやったわ。フェーズ4ハイブの実戦モードで反応炉破壊に成功したのは人類で私たちが初めてよ。
はい。
Ma'am.
しかも12回の実戦突入で5回の反応炉到達という結果には自分でもかなり驚いたでしょう。これは高21号作戦の結果手に入れた情報をナビゲーションに反映したおかげなのよ。スタブのデータも敵の基本配置も全て次の高20号目標を完璧に再現している。敵の基本配置が分かっているから高21号作戦で散々悩まされた動員出現タイミングも計算できるようになったわ。つまりシミュレーションの成功率が 100% になればそれがそのまま実戦の成功に直結するってことよ。2週間以内に必ず成功率 100% にするからね。
はい。
Ma'am.
高21号作戦に参加した全将兵への感謝と敬意を忘れるな。
はい。
Ma'am.
本日の訓練はここまで。
解散。
Holy shit, Tamika got so much data. Our route through Target 20 was flawless. If this is what we're working with now, imagine how much detail we'll have once we're done analyzing it. Our victory over the beta is so close I can almost taste it.
やったねみんな。
Try not to let it get to your head, Shirogane. Just don't want to jinx you, man.
実戦モードで5回も成功するなんて本当にすごいですよ。
Yeah, I know.
最初に最下層に突入した時は緊張でドキドキしたよ。でも暴力データに比べてベータの数が少なく感じたのは気のせいかしら。
It's probably because our maps kept adjusting to give us the shortest routes with the least amount of beta. We were going faster than before, and we got to be reactive before they could call the reinforcements. That's why I felt like there were less of them.
さすがだね、白金小隊長。
ああ、さすが小隊長殿だ。
What's with the flight commander thing? Nobody called me that until just now. They announced my assignment in our morning briefing. What changed all of a sudden?
いいじゃないの小隊長。本当のことでしょ。
What the heck? You're doing it too?
何照れてるの小隊長。
そうですよ。小隊長の実力ならいつか小隊長になると思ってました。
Okay, that one was kind of forced, Tama.
タマセの言う通りだ。私たちの中でそなたが最初にこうなることは皆分かっていた。小隊長殿。
They're doing this on purpose. Stop shoving it on the end of every sentence. These punks must have gotten together and decided to gang up on me, huh?
いつかなるとは思ってたけど、いきなりストームヴァンガード1っていうのは驚いたわ。
Aw, class rep, thanks for not being like the other jerks.
慣れない肩書きで呼ばれる違和感は私も散々味わったからね。
Right, the whole calling her class rep thing. Thank you, Lieutenant Sakaki.
やめてよ気持ち悪い。なんかもう
What the hell? I was trying to set things right. Suzumiya. She glaring at me? I don't want to jump to conclusions here, but she's not mad that I took Hayas's call sign, is she? Or that I'm Storm Vanguard 1 now?
おめでとう白金。
Suzumiya. Thank God you're not like the others.
小隊長。
No, not you too. It's not funny, damn it.
照れない照れない。そのうち慣れるよ。
I thought we were supposed to be acting the same as always till the newbies got here.
あれあかねさんはタケルがストームヴァンガード1になったこと怒ってないの？
小隊長、汚いであります。
Yorai-kun, you can't just say that.
怒ってるわけないでしょ。人聞き悪いな。
Huh?
でもさ、あかねさんはストームヴァンガード1を狙ってたんでしょ。それに前はタケルのことをすごくライバル視してたじゃない。
You know what? I think I liked you better when you were completely oblivious, Mikoto.
前は前、今は今。それに白金。
金は関係ないよ。とにかく今はもっと先を見据えて自分自身を高めることに集中したいんだ。
あかね。
じゃないと春子たちに笑われちゃうよ。
Suzumiya. That's great. She must have worked through it yesterday. Now she can fight her own fights instead of fighting everyone else's.
そういうことだからさ。
ん？
次の再編までストームヴァンガード1の座は君に預けておく。それまでしっかりやっておいてよね、小隊長。
Could you guys give it a rest already?
いつか必ず君に勝ってみせるよ。それまで勝ち続けて。
Alright. I like your attitude. You got it.
あー、お腹空いちゃったな。さっさと着替えてご飯食べようっと。
え、あかね、白金の小隊長就任祝い来るんでしょ？
Wait, celebrate my promotion? When did they decide to throw me a party over this?
ああ、そうだった。あれって何時からだっけ？
PX 空いてからだから19時ぐらい。
それまで持たないかも。でもおばちゃんの特別な振る舞いがあるんだよね。
そうですよ。今何か食べたらもったいないですよ。
我慢するしかないか。じゃあみんな後でね。お先に。
Hey, nobody told me about any party.
ああ、ごめんごめん。僕伝えるの忘れてた。思い出せてよかったよ。
I already found out, so it really doesn't make a difference.
午前の訓練が終わった後に風間少尉の発案で決まったんだよ。
Lieutenant Kazuma suggested it. God, she's just so sweet.
注意たちも顔を出してくださるそうだぞ。
Wow, they're showing up too? Sounds like this is gonna be a pretty big shindig. But, I mean, it wasn't even a real promotion technically. Don't you think it's a bit much to throw a big party in the PX? I mean, I'm only the flight commander in name.
まあ、そなたの祝いでもあるが、こういうタイミングだ。いろいろな意味があるのであろう。
Oh, right. It'd also be an excuse to do some team bonding, boost morale, and try to unwind a little. That's probably why Lieutenant Hayase gave it the okay. Yeah, that's true. I guess I don't have a problem with it then. A guy handed to Lieutenant Kazuma. She's always thinking of the team as a whole.
じゃあ行きましょうか。19時ぐらいに PX よ。
Yep, got it.
ではな。
遅れちゃダメですよ。
I won't.
じゃあね、小隊長。
小隊長。
Would you guys stop? It's almost like they're completely back to normal. It's only been a single day. They have gotten a lot more resilient. Mei and Suzumiya seem pretty relaxed compared to yesterday too. I think they're feeling a lot more at peace with themselves. They've all overcome so much and gotten so much stronger in every sense of the word.
白金少尉の小隊長就任を祝しまして。乾杯。
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna be visiting Tamika or something first.
乾杯。
Thanks so much, you guys.
さてと、お腹すいた。いただきます。
どんどん食べな。たくさんあるからね。
わあ、おいしいです。ほんとだ。おばちゃん、何これ。
いつもと同じ材料なんだけどね。ちょっとした工夫で別の料理になるんだよ。
確かに通常の品書きにはないものばかりですね。
まあ量を作るのには向かないものばっかりなんだけどさ。今日は特別だからね。
Hell yeah, I knew she'd deliver.
おめでとうよ、タケル。その調子で頑張るんだよ。
Thanks, Miss Kyosuka.
さあ、どんどん持ってくるからね。残すんじゃないよ。
Mrs. Kyosuke has been pulling out all the stops for 2 days in a row now. It's gotta be hard on her, especially since she has to give all the other units the same treatment.
どうだ、白金。小隊長になって気分は？
Lieutenant Munakata, I wanted to thank you.
Hmm?
First Lieutenant Suzumiya told me you were the one who suggested I take the position.
ああ、その話か。
別に礼を言われることじゃないよ。
I know I'm only a flight commander in name, but standard procedure would typically have you be the one taking over a Storm Vanguard 1, so I'm kind of feeling the pressure to put it lightly.
おとといの作戦であれだけの動きを見せつけたやつの言葉とは思えないな。
Well, I wouldn't know what I look like in battle, so...
白がね、謙遜も過ぎると嫌味だぞ。
I'm not being modest, seriously. A01 is way stronger than any other unit I've ever seen.
多分それも貴様の開発した OS のおかげだよ。ああ、なるほど。遠回しな自画自賛か。
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm definitely not any more impressive than you or Lieutenant Hayase. You guys are the ones being too modest.
冗談だよ。だがな、貴様はもっと堂々としていてくれないとこっちが困る。
How's that a problem for you?
あのな、ストームヴァンガード1は部隊のナンバー2だぞ。こと戦闘に関して言えば部隊最強の証なんだ。そういう立場に立つ人間は強引だったり少々自信家のふりをするくらいでちょうどいいんだよ。早瀬注意のようにな。
Pretend. Is she trying to say Lieutenant Hayase's headstrong, confident personality is nothing more than an act?
あの人はな、ああ見えてとても臆病で繊細な部分を持っているんだ。
Huh?
心の強さで言えば鈴宮注意の方が数段上だ。見ていてわからないか？
Yeah, I kinda got that impression myself. She's gotta be kidding. I know Lieutenant Suzumiya is a lot stronger than she looks, but I can't imagine her being miles ahead of Lieutenant Hayase.
信じられないか？
No, not really.
だとすれば早瀬注意がそれだけ完璧にストームヴァンガード1の役割をこなしているってことだよ。
Ever the actress. Played the part, seriously.
それだけ努力して貴様たちを安心させているって証拠だ。
You really think it's all just an act to help put the rest of us at ease?
しかし本当に安心したぞ。理由は何であれそなたが落ち着いているのは幸いだ。
別にそこまでのもんじゃないだろ。
何を言っている。そなたは今や私たちの軸となる存在だ。その軸が揺らげば皆余計に不安になる。このような時こそそなたの存在が重要なのだ。
お前がそう思ってくれるのはすごくありがたいけど、俺は違うよ。みんなだってそんなこと思っちゃいないよ。
それは違う。そなたは自分を見損なっているぞ。
見損なってない。事実だよ。
自分をどう評価していようが構わんが、これまでそなたが成してきた様々なことが皆にそう思わせているのだぞ。その結果、そなたはその立場を得たのだ。いやおうなくその信頼に応える責任と義務があろう。
俺は信頼に応えるためにやっていたわけじゃない。
だが結果は同じだ。それでも皆はそなたに期待する。
じゃあ俺は一人の人間としての心の自由みたいなものすら許されないっていうのか？
そうだ。極端に言えばその通りだ。
Up until Sergeant Jinguji's death, I was doing the same thing without even realizing it. But afterwards, I betrayed their expectations. I lost my cool, made all of them worry about me instead.
表面的な印象は確かに元々の性格によるところが大きいだろう。だが内面は別だ。あの人は己の弱さを知っているから自分を厳しく律しているんだ。まあそういう意味では強いとも言えるか。昨日の晩注意は結構酔っていただろう。
Yeah.
あの人は普段酒を一滴も飲まない。いや飲めないと言った方がいいほどなんだ。なぜだ？
I seem to remember you mentioning something about her always trying to drown her sorrows, even though and she can't hold her alcohol. Well, you did mention that she's kind of a lightweight last night. Is that why?
違う。酒にすがりたくないからだ。
What do you mean?
心の弱い人間にとって薬物や酒はとても甘美で危険な存在だ。
Someone without much willpower, seeking comfort in drugs, huh? That sounds a lot like me back before I ran away.
ああやって心に多く抑え込んでいる人ほど逆に酒に飲まれやすく、そうなると歯止めが効かなくなる。周囲が普段酒を飲まないのは、そうなった時自分の弱さを貴様たちにさらけ出してしまうことを恐れているからだ。それは決して自分だけのためじゃない。自分のやるべきことに、周囲の要求に厳しく向き合ってるからなんだ。
I see.
あの人はこれまでそうすることによって隊員のもとナンバー2として部隊をまとめてきた。なおかつ乗り越えがたい壁として私たちの前に立ちはだかろうとしてきたんだ。
Because she wanted us to work hard enough to surpass her.
そうだ。 A01 は人員消耗率が高い。だから壁として立ちはだかり、超えようとするものを何度も跳ね返して鍛え上げるんだ。だがな、壁というのは超えるべき障害であると同時に外の環境から守ってくれる存在でもある。貴様が早瀬注意から譲り受けたのはそういう。
I can see in the background. I think Suzumiya is looking at us.
貴様に求められているのはそういうものなんだよ。
Yes, ma'am.
今はまだ戦闘能力だけでいい。部隊のことや死人どもを私や東子が引き受ける。だがかつて大尉に対して早瀬注意がそうしたように、貴様が早瀬注意を支えるんだ。
Wait, you want me to support Lieutenant Hayase? Lieutenant Munakata, do you really think I can fill those shoes?
ああ、思うよ。
What makes you so sure?
貴様がとてもからがいやすい存在だからだ。
Excuse me, what's that supposed to mean?
私がからかいやすい人間はこの部隊に2人だけしかいない。貴様と早瀬注意だ。
Ah, well, she does have a point there.
貴様と注意には同じような部分があるように感じる。それが根拠だよ。
Me and Lieutenant Hayase, you think? Well, considering what I know about her now, I guess I can see it. I don't know. Seems like a pretty shaky reasoning to me.
重要なのは私がどう思うかじゃない。貴様がやるかどうかだよ。
Well, I think I'm ready to try at least.
それはよかった。貴様に押し付けた甲斐があったってものだ。
Thanks for that. Ugh, just when I thought we were having a serious conversation, I can never tell whether this chick's being straight with me or just messing around. Just based on what you've told me, it doesn't sound like it's going to be an easy job, but that doesn't mean I'm going to back down from the challenge.
簡単じゃない。
Right now, I have both a long-term goal and as well as a more personal short-term reason for fighting. In other words, I'm not just leaning on the idea of saving humanity. I've got other stuff I want to do after the war is over. And more immediate, concrete source of motivation as well. I'm guessing you've already heard this little spiel, but the captain told me about this study on the reasons soldiers have for fighting.
あ、知ってるよ。
That little lecture convinced me that those personal reasons are stronger than any other kind. At the very least, it definitely feels that way for me.
まあ、そうだな。
Why is Suzumiya blushing? What conversations are they having while we're having this one? So basically, I'm trying to find a way to fight for both my own personal reasons as well as the sake of our mission from here on out. I know that's pretty basic stuff, but I have to admit that I only just arrived at that realization recently. However, based on what you just told me about Lieutenant Hayase, it sounds like I need to start being a lot more conscious of how others view me as well. I know I shouldn't let my personal motivations for fighting have any effect on my ability to carry out the responsibilities of my position. But to be completely honest, once I finally found my own selfish reason for fighting, everything did start to feel a lot more bearable. But now, right after discovering a way to cope with the weight of the mission, and everyone's expectations of me, I had a new unfamiliar burden placed on my shoulders. It's gonna be tough adjusting to that, I think. But it's just something I have to do.
頼もしいな。
As you so should. You really mean that? Come from Lieutenant Munakata, it's hard to tell if that's a joke or not. I can't imagine anything I just said was that impressive.
安心していい。貴様は次の段階に進んだんだ。
What do you mean?
貴様はついこの間やっと自己を確立したんだ。つまりやっと精神的に独り立ちできた段階というわけだ。貴様の不安はよくわかるよ。だが人間の成長には終わりはないし、完成することもない。だから今の貴様のように同じことを繰り返しているように思える時がこの先何度もあるはずだ。だが自己が確立している者は同じようなことを繰り返していても確実に成長し、次の段階へと進んでいく。